men should honor these dating rules. A code of conduct for all of us. When you talk to people about dating and relationships for more than a decade, you start to notice trends. In modern times, these patterns are not always positive. It's been just over 10 years since I started my blog. At that time, I've had my work published in multiple languages and read over 100 million times, written a book, taught hundreds of people, and given my opinion to the media. All of this has led me to notice one trend, which is men no longer want to make an effort to date. I've heard it in every society and from almost every woman I've worked with. I've even seen it happen. One reason I started writing in the first place was to help guys improve their social and relationship skills. To stand out from the crowd. To make the bonds between people stronger. To act with a better level of honesty and respect. To learn how to be a gentleman, in short. The ideas I'm going to talk about in this piece aren't exactly rocket science. I didn't come up with them. They used to be common sense and common behavior. But, for some reason, it all seems to have gone away. But that doesn't mean it has to. We can keep the manners and respect of the past, raise our standards and expect more from ourselves, and show the women in our lives that we are willing to step up for them and put in the work. So, what are the lost charms of the past that we should try to bring into the present and keep alive? Note, many of the things in this piece are actual things you can do before, on, or after a date. Some are abstract to show how an idea or theory works. All of them, though, are made to make you stand out from the other lazy guys who don't think it's worth it to be sweet. Disprove them. Note 2, some of you will think that some of these ideas are out of date, they might be, too. But they are shown with hundreds of stories about respect, equality, teamwork, empowering women, and making a life with a partner who is equal to you. Any advice in this video to do something for a woman, like pull out a chair or open a door, is made out of love and respect, never out of any other reason or to be condescending. 1. Always put real work into dates. It doesn't matter if this is your first date or your 100th. Most guys just text women, "Hey, what's up?" and invite them out for a drink on a whim, and they call that a date. Call it what it is, laziness. A man is not sluggish. A gentleman does things with purpose, and dating a woman takes more purpose than almost anything else. You haven't heard the word courting in a while. Even though this idea has changed with the times, I think the basic idea is still the same. Putting effort into getting to know a woman to build a strong bond in the hopes of starting a relationship. Even though courtship is out of style in many ways, it was meant to lead to something more serious. It wasn't just going on a date, there was more to it than that. A process. What was meant to happen? Here, you aren't just throwing mud at the wall to see what sticks. You're talking to her to find out what she likes, hates, is interested in, and wants, and then you plan a date that fits with who she is. How long have you been together? You're married and have children? You're celebrating 20 years together? This idea still holds. If she's become an important and stable part of your life, you make even more of an effort to make her feel special. When that happens, you should work harder, not less. 2. Be kind when you get turned down. Here's a hard truth. Things won't always go the way you want them to. If you're like me, most of the time it won't go your way. Still, that's part of the journey. Trying, falling, getting up again. Find out who is good for you and who isn't. We've all seen screenshots online of text conversations between guys and women. The woman turns down the man's offer of a date, and he loses it, starts insulting her, and acts like a Neanderthal. This only shows her that she made the right decision by turning you down. It also shows that a person is very unhappy with himself or herself. A fear that makes you angry when it's sparked. There is no good reason to be mean or angry with someone you were just trying to invite on a sweet date 5 seconds ago. Even after being turned down, a man who knows himself will keep his cool and be kind. It shows that you're more mature than letting your feelings rule you and that you have enough self-worth to know that this wasn't your time, but maybe the next one will be. 3. Don't waste your time by being late. When your date request is accepted, things can go one of 2 ways. 1. She might let you pick her up at her house if you ask. If you do this, walk up to her door, and say hello. Don't just send a text message that says here, and doesn't honk the horn of your car and expect her to come running out. 2. You'll make plans to meet at the date spot. If you do this, make sure you're the first one there and stand up to meet her. No matter what you choose, you'll be set to show up at a certain time. Respecting someone means that you value their time, and if you value their time, you don't waste it by being late. If you're going to be late, you should send her a text or call her to let her know. You wouldn't just walk into an important meeting at work after keeping someone waiting and act like nothing was wrong, so why would you do that to a possible love partner? By being on time, you show that you value their time, and showing that you value them shows that you value their time. It also shows that you can be counted on, which is a very important quality in a partner. 4. Know when girls first means what it says. Who is in charge? Who follows? But when? Here are some general rules about when you should go first and when she should. When a diner host or hostess walks you to your table, the woman goes first. When walking through a crowded area, bar, or club, the guy goes first. When going upstairs, the woman should go first. This is not so you can check her out, but so you can catch her if she falls backward. When you go downstairs, the man goes first, again, to make sure you can catch her if she falls. The woman goes first when getting food or drinks. Even though these are small things that might go unnoticed, keep in mind that you are not being a gentleman to get someone's approval or praise. You act like a gentleman because it's an important part of who you are and how you choose to connect with the world. 5. Full attention and eye contact. You're going on your first date. You and your wife are enjoying your wedding anniversary, which is great. We live in a world where our phones get more attention than the people around us, no matter how long we've been together. This wasn't even a part of our lives 20 years ago. Everyone was paying attention to the person in front of them, and we had real, deep talks. Let's not even talk about phone calls versus texts, because this is about things that happen in person. A gentleman knows that giving someone their time is the best compliment because they can't get it back. We don't waste this opportunity by looking through our phones. If you're on a date and reading this right now, put down your phone and come back later. Giving someone your full attention and keeping eye contact is a surefire way to say, I'm here with you, and that's the most important thing to me right now. 6. Put your napkin in your lap after you sit down. What, you animal, did you grow up in a barn? 7. When going on the path, you stay closest to the street. If I'm going with my wife and we turn a corner, you might see me zigzag to both sides of her and think I'm a little crazy. The truth is that I always follow the rule that says the man should walk on the street side of the path. If we turn a corner and that side changes, I move over to stay constant. In the past, people did this so that when trash was thrown out of windows onto the street, it would hit the man and not the woman. Also, to take the force of a splash from the road when a car or carriage goes by. Now, it's mostly just for safety and to show that you pay attention to the little things. Also, that helps a lot. Also, you probably won't have to worry about getting hit in the head by a falling piece of trash, which is a plus. 8. Be the greeter. Think about how the doorman at your favorite place welcomes you with a smile, opens the door, and stands to the side to let you through. I've always thought that a guy should open a door for a woman and let her go through it first, whether it's a car door or a restaurant door. If it's a push door, he'll walk through it first and hold it on the other side. But, James, women can open doors on their own. Well, I'd hope so. It's a pretty easy thing to do. Our 3-year-old can also open her doors. Being noble isn't about what a woman can or can't do for herself. Instead, it's about showing her honor and respect by giving her time off from small jobs so she can focus on more important things. 9. Treat everyone you meet with kindness. I've said the following a million times. Nice people who aren't nice to the service aren't nice. The point is that being a gentleman, or any other kind of good person, means always following a set of rules. If the person you're going out with is nice to you but rude to everyone else, that's a huge sign that they're just putting on a show and trying to give you a fake impression of who they are. A real, good man will be kind to everyone because it doesn't matter who they are, it matters who he is. 10. Pay the full amount. Does she earn more than you do? Pay the whole price, though. Did you go to a nice 5-star place? Pay the whole price, though. You didn't have much fun, and you probably won't see her again. Still, dude, pay the whole bill. I have always thought that the guy should pay for the date, and I have supported this idea in many online and in-person arguments. It's how I was raised, how I've always done things, and how I still do things now that I'm married and have a family. Rachel can pay for her things, but I keep doing it for her to show that I care about her and am ready to step up. People will say in the comments that paying for everything is rude or that it shows she can't take care of herself. It's just not right. It doesn't matter. Taking someone out for a nice evening isn't meant to be a way to hurt them. It costs money, time, and work for a woman to get ready. She might do her hair or nails, put on makeup, or get a new outfit or pair of shoes for the evening. She doesn't get it for free either. Even if it was, though, you should still pay the full price.